So I wanted to share a little bit about why we utilize things like sound, good energy, light in our sessions at this space, and especially just focusing on sound for right now. You know, sound, there was the word, right? So the word, everything we say has a frequency. Everything that we say creates reality. And every sound that we make is literally affecting everything within us, most importantly, and then around us. And so we have these energy centers up our spine that when you take a Kremlin camera and you take a photo of somebody, you can see the light emanating from the energy centers and the subtle bodies that create what you call your aura, which is your soul, who you really are. And this soul that you be, these vibrational lights, these sound currents first that create the light, you can help balance them with certain sounds. Sound is working with sound is ancient. It's primordial. It's the beginning. And if you look at like the pyramids in Egypt, there's not just the 3 pyramids at Giza. There's actually 7 in a row that are each of the energy centers that they later discovered. And each of those pyramids give off a certain sound. They're actually technologies. We also have churches. Churches are actually vibrational tools for healing. And that's what they were used for, was to give off the frequency and the tone where they were placed with ley lines and the currents of river. Where the altar is, where those intersect and cross, the altar is giving off a power, a frequency. The light that comes through, like the stained glass, which is the circular, is the actual, the sound shape. So we have here the center for sale, and also that we play this 7 set of the energy centers. That this would affect your base, your root, just below your navel, the sacral, just above your navel, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the top of the head, the crown. And it's very gentle. And you can tap them, and if I had more room, you could like play them, going all the way around. And when we play these in the center, people lay back, they sit up in meditation and prayer, and they find that places that were maybe aching or had a lot of stagnant energy, a lot of stagnant emotion, will all of a sudden start to move, because this sound that's also happening inside you, if it gets blocked, because let's say you had a lot of anger from childhood, or you just had an angry day, or you were picking up on anger all around you, that usually kind of hangs out in the solar plexus, this yellow area, your liver, your gallbladder, your adrenals especially, and the spleen sometimes. And so just by playing this natural, the hertz, the frequency that matches that area of the body, it will help move those stagnant energies and help you get in touch with the feeling. Maybe you didn't even know what you were feeling. Some people will have like visions come over them of what they're actually upset about, and it can be very present. It also could be when they were 7 years old. Most of the time it really is layered, and it's something very core at their early childhood that they keep experiencing again and again. So as that energy in their body, the chi, the ki, no matter what culture you're looking at, the word of energy will then start to move. And sometimes you might feel like a deep breath comes over you. Sometimes people even cry. Sometimes after they might have a little outburst for a minute, but not understand why, but then remember they just had some sound play, and it's like, oh wait, I feel better, even though that moved abruptly, I feel better now. So it's just a very powerful way to come to balance. And then when we do our guided meditations with the bowls or with the sound, you're able just to let go. And so as you come into a deep sense of relaxation, the reason we call this place R3, which is to relax, restore, and rejuvenate, to relax, rejoice, and self-realize. There's many R's, but that first one typically is always relax. it just helps the being come back into relaxation, where truly all healing happens, all realization starts to happen. So we utilize these ancient tools of sound to help with that. We do choose to sell them here, though, because we feel like people having these in their home is really powerful, because you could, play them for your family. I do find that I take these to schools and children love them. They're natural at it. They're pretty easy to play. And when a child gets to get in touch with such a ancient tool, they come into these like really relaxed states, and sometimes they can relax their family pretty quickly, and the family is pretty surprised that their child, of 5 is playing a bowl. So really cool. These are actually set to 432 hertz at different notes. And 432 hertz is a natural frequency of nature. It creates unity, and the nature kingdom really vibrates at 432 hertz. And there's a lot to learn about frequency and sound. I do a class every quarter, and we go deeper into that, and we even use like tuning forks, which are not so easy to hear when you play them. Most people, I'm an occupational therapist by trade when I started this world of helping people. And the only reason I was giving a tuning fork in class was to help, tap it on someone's knee and maybe play it, see if the primitive reflex was there, and then also see if they could hear it at their ear for just like an initial hearing. But I learned way more about, sound with tuning forks, and how you can really, again, just as the bowls can evoke a clearing and an opening of the natural flow of energy, so can the tuning forks. But you just don't hear them that easily. So we hope to see you at the center. For right now, for this season of autumn, for 2025, we do have Wednesdays at noon where you can hear the sound, and then once a month, you will find us at Honeymoon Island usually. So we'll see you soon.